Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do a video about how to use sage, also known as smudging, and how to use it properly and when to use it, and my recent experience using sage and using it properly. So I will get to that. So when to sage. So the most important times to sage is like when you feel energy congested, or I'm just figuring out how to word this properly because sometimes I word things weird. And doing it often is great too. Just picking a time like once a week to do a potent energy clearing with sage is great. There are some lighter options which I will get to further into the video. So basically you use it when you are energy clearing and you're trying to, what I call, get bad juju out of your house or out of your office or out of your area, out of your aura. You can sage yourself. That helps as well. So I'm going to get to how to sage properly. And the first way to sage properly is open all the windows and doors. I had to learn this one because I was quote unquote saging without opening windows, and yeah, someone that I also know, she sages, and she was like, hey, like, I know I had this issue in the beginning of when I was starting my, cleansing journey. Do you open your windows when you sage? Because I just recently learned that, and I said, oh my gosh, no, like, I had no idea. And she's like, well, if you don't open your windows and doors when you sage, the energies will get trapped there and can't leave even if they wanted to leave. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I had no idea. That makes so much sense. So now when I sage, I open every window and door in my apartment. And then I sage, smudge. So you should always open your windows when you sage. And just basically send that intention out into your space, that you're cleansing the space, all the negative energies, all the negative juju, things that aren't supposed to be there into your aura and in your space. They need to leave. You need to be very firm with that. Yeah, because it just kind of helps them coach out into leaving. Let's see. My recent experience with using sage was actually today, and I will bring that up. So when I was opening all the windows and doors, especially my front door, and when I was opening, sorry, I have my hair's growing, which is nice. So I opened the front door, and as I was getting ready to open up the other windows, my door was shutting. So I'm like, no, you can't do that. And so I opened the door and thinking that it was going to be okay, and I went to turn around and the door was shutting again. And I'm like, obviously you don't want to leave, but you have to leave. So I put something in front of the door so they couldn't shut it. And then I opened the rest of the windows in the house. I almost forgot one, But as I was, and I'm very sensitive to energies, so as I was trying to clear out the back bedroom, I just felt this accumulation of energy, and I'm like, did I open this like window in here? And then I realized I didn't, so I opened the window to let it out. And I will tell you that I felt a dramatic difference in the way that I was feeling, my energy, my motivation, just overall, like how I was feeling, and the stuffiness was gone. And yes, that had to do with also opening the windows, but like I genuinely felt happier after I did the cleanse. I know that I was struggling to, like I was really struggling with mental health, and I feel like that energy had a lot to do with it, because even after I did the clearing, I just felt better. I felt more energized. I actually felt happy. Just randomly feeling like happiness, and I felt pretty good. So if you are struggling with your mental health and other things, and you just feel really congested, I would suggest doing an energy clearing with some sage. Now, and I actually went through the house like 2 to 3 times with my sage stick, and I just said, you need to get out, you need to leave right now, all the bad juju, all the bad energy that should not be here, all the low vibrational energy needs to leave right now, you cannot stay. And that's what I did 3 times throughout the whole apartment. And then I meditated, and I kind of envisioned that I put this white light shield around me and throughout my apartment, and I pushed out all of the stragglers. So I think that part is important as well, because you have no idea if there are any hiding somewhere. So you just want to be thorough. And meditation is really good for cleansing as well. Let's see. If you see me looking over here, that's because I made a list. If anybody knows me well and has been following my channel for a while, they know that I make lists. It helps me stay on track. So I know I brought up, I've actually felt the negative energy, the low vibrational energies leave. Like I felt the difference almost immediately. I felt them leave. I definitely felt the difference in the heaviness gone in the room and in my body. I felt lighter. I felt even happier. Yes, and sage does work if you use it properly. If you use it improperly, it can cause certain things to happen. So if you're not opening your windows and doors when you're saging, you're just basically holding that spirit hostage, or the negative energies hostage, and you're not really doing anything to make it better, which I had to learn the hard way. So there are several types of sage and smudging techniques and like products out there. There is sage bundles, candles, and sprays, but the one that I noticed that works the most is the sage bundle, the sage stick, basically, where they put sage together and then they wrap it up with some twine after they've let it dry out. Candles and sprays are good too, but they're not as potent as in the smoke clearing. You could use all three if you wanted. Let's see. There are also lighter alternatives other than sage to clear a space of, energies and low vibrational stuff. And that is Palo Santo. I hope I'm saying that right. And it looks like a little wooden wood chip. Bay leaves, which are great. I use those, and I sleep with a bay leaf next to my bed. Pink Himalayan salt, which is also good in your food. So, like, instead of using normal table salt, I would recommend starting using Himalayan salt, and that will definitely help your health and use as protection. And cinnamon, which for some reason I have right next to me, because I like to put it in my tea. I like when things are close. So yeah, this is ground cinnamon. I actually have both. I have the ground cinnamon and I have the cinnamon sticks. I like organic stuff better. I really don't like getting like plastic containers. I like when I get things organic and in glass containers, because plastic is really bad for you. Yes, I still use plastic, but if I find a product and it's in my price range of me being able to get it, I would rather get organic and a glass container. So also, there is another thing I want to bring up when it comes to sage and smudging. Is sage is used in a lot of cultures, especially Native American cultures. I am Native American. I know I look really pale and white, but that's also because I'm Irish as well, and my Irish kind of just peeks out more. And I know a lot of Native Americans, they believe that no one who is not Native should be using sage. Like, they think only Native Americans should be using sage, and that it's cultural appropriation or something like that, which, I mean, I'm not making fun of them for, their belief. But what I will say is that there are a lot of things that people say are culture appropriation, and it's not to me. Like, I feel like if someone is loving your culture and enjoying, their culture and or your culture and the things that you do, then take it as a compliment. Don't take it as an insult, because there are a lot of people out there who are horrible people, and they are against Native Americans or against other races and cultures. And I just think that that's not okay. But I think it's amazing that people want to be a part of and understand people's cultures. Also, I believe that everyone deserves to be able to sage their space, that everyone deserves to have a clean area, that it shouldn't just be just for Native American people. And I am Native American. They are my people too. And a lot of natives won't recognize me as Native because I look white. But there was an Indian chief who looked white, like 100% white, but he was Native American and he was an Indian chief. That is what a lot of Native Americans should remember, is that there is Native Americans out there that are full Native American. They just don't look Native. Like, yes, I'm not full Native American, but all it takes is one drop of Native to make you Native. Also, I believe in reincarnation. So, in several lifetimes ago, I could have been part of a full-on tribe village. like no one really knows. Like if you feel connected to a certain culture and you do not look it and you are not like say blood, connected, you could be connected by a past life. And that still makes you a part of that culture. And that isn't your fault. And no one should put you down for that. Because it's who you are. It's in your aura. It's in your soul. Because your soul has had multiple lives. I connect to a lot of, cultures that per se may not be a part of who I am DNA wise, but soul wise, I feel connected because, I had past lives in those cultures. And so I connect in that way. Okay, so another thing that I want to bring up is different religions. Different religions will, and I wrote it down as religion hate. So basically, I just want to put this out there that a lot of Christians or Catholic or people who believe in Jesus, and I'm not saying all, but some, because I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of this one Christian out there who, including my own mom, says that certain things are a sin or evil, even if that's not the intent of it. So a lot of people who follow religions will say that sage is evil and from the devil. I've also heard people say crystals are evil from the devil and from the devil. I've heard meditation is from the devil. Reiki healing is from the devil, even though Jesus did a form of Reiki healing. So, like, I don't get that. But yeah, you'll get a lot of hate from some people. And just remember that, it's none of their dang business, and no, it's not from the devil. And yes, I do believe in the devil, but it doesn't make sense why people would say that. It's because they don't understand it. So just remind yourself that people are afraid of things that they do not understand. So if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't work for someone else, that is on them. That is for them to think. And it's none of their business what we do. So just ignore them. If you want to school them on it, do that. But other than that, just keep in mind that there are people out there who think differently about different cultures and different beliefs. So yes, I hoped you liked my video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more videos from me, just let me know and I will be happy to do more videos. If you want me to do a certain video, just please put it in the comments and I will be happy to talk about it. All right.